yeah. Watch me move inside this neon purple city haze, igniting all the rhythm in a wild electric blaze. Winning every game while I traverse through this maze, counting up the stacks while everyone is giving praise. Nothing stops the engine when I start to drive, keeping all the energy so I can truly thrive. Every single day I feel so lucky and alive. Witness how the champions will always take the dive, take the golden throne and make it my own. Seeds of greatness are the only things truly sown. Check the cellular because I am on the phone. Flew across the ocean in a private silver zone, playing for the money and the highest total stake. Moving through the water like a hungry river snake. I will never crumble and I will never break, doing what it takes for every single little cake. Got the gold standard and a very solid grip. Never let the status or the shiny ego slip. Ordering the vintage from a very fancy tiny ship. Watch me take a long and very cool and sip. Hitting every corner where the yellow traffic lights go. Feeling like a master in a very retro show. Counting up the digits and I watch them grow. Everything is moving in a very steady rainy flow. Throwing all the gasoline inside the orange hot flame. Everybody in the building knows my secret stage name. Playing all the cards inside this very lethal game. Living for the glory, not the temporary cheap fame. Leave the useless baggage and the bitter past behind. Searching for the treasure that I really must find. Staying on the grind with a very steady mind. Rising to the top because I'm uniquely designed. Sitting on the summit and I will never fall. Answered every single time the giant money would call. Painting every dream across the giant bedroom wall. Taking over everything and I will take it all. Put the gold medal to the final ultimate test. Never take a second for a tiny little rest. Flying to the islands in the very golden west, knowing that my team is truly clearly the best. Running through the finish for the major green cash. Moving through the system like a very sudden flash. Watch me make a very big and very loud crash. Throw the old opinions in the huge metal trash. Watch the flowers in the garden finally really bloom. Making enough space inside the very large crowded room. Chasing all the shadows with the very silver broom. Rising like a rocket with a very loud boom. Taking all the people for a very long ride. Never have a reason for a place to hide. Feel the rising power of the very surging tide. Keep the solid gold on the very inner side. Listen to the crowd when they really start shout. Know exactly what this crazy life is all about. Erase every single little bit of lingering tiny doubt. Follow every single path on the very long route. Running every second in a very frantic gold race. Keep the steady rhythm at a very rapid pace. Looking at the stars in the very deep space. Leaving every memory in every single tiny little trace. Cross the diamond jewelry because it will always shine. Crossing over every single little thin and yellow line. Everything I wanted will be very truly all mine. Drinking every vintage from a very expensive red wine. Speak the secret gospel in a very quiet ear. Wipe away the traces of a very sudden fear. Focus on the vision because it is very clear. Waiting for the timing of a very lucky year. Cleaning up the cycle of a very toxic mess. Always stay away from all the very mental stress. Wear the royal velvet in a very fancy dress. Winning every move in the complex game of chess. Opening the portal to a very ancient gold door. Looking for the pieces on a very dusty floor. Never asking anyone for a very little bit more. Fighting for the victory in a very lethal war. Spin the shining chrome on a very large wheel. Making every promise with a very tough steel seal. Showing every person how I truly really will feel. Signing every paper for a very major big deal. Lifting to the vibration of a very booming sound. Picking up the pieces from the very dirty ground. Look at all the gold that I finally found. Leaping over fences with a very mighty huge bow. Everything is written in a very certain golden fade. Opening the hinges of a massive silver iron gate. Never being early and I'm never ever late. Counting up the numbers on a very expensive plate. Standing on the edge and I will never blink. Pouring all the soda in a very cold drink. Floating in the water and I will never sink. Writing every lyric with a very heavy black ink. Walking on the path of a very sunny day. Listen to the words that I really must say. Watching all the shadows as they slowly fade away. I will be the leader in some major way. I build this empire with every single heavy might. My future vision shines through the darkest city light. We climb the ladder reaching for that golden height. The crown is heavy but it stays within sight. Yeah, look at the progress that my team just made. The ghosts of failure start to flicker and fade. The price for greatness has been fully upfront paid. My neon legacy will never ever find the shade. I am the master of my own internal zone. I sit comfortably upon this diamond encrusted heavy throne. My solid foundation was built from a single stone. Success is calling loud on my vibrating mobile phone. Stacking the paper and collecting all the green cash. Moving so quickly in a sudden frantic kinetic dash. Living my life inside a bright and blinding flash. Never slowing down until we make a massive crash. Every single, Yeah, every single morning brings a feeling fresh and new. I share the victory with my loyal day crew, looking at the world from a very different view. Electric static rushing through the deep and vibrant blue. Unlock the secrets of a focused and sharp mind. Search for the treasure that the others cannot find. Moving like the current of a cold and winter wind. The shining gold is enough to make you blind. Ignite the engine with the restless and hungry drive. Feeling the rhythm and I finally feel truly alive. Watch how the garden and the business both thrive. Into the ocean of the chaos I will dive. I do not care about the temporary hollow fame. I just wanna win this complex digital game. My spirit burning like a wild and orange flame. History books will surely remember my unique short name. Everything I speak is authentic and is totally real. This is the energy that the people can feel. Signing my signature on $1 million big deal. My inner core is made of strong, hard, and steel. I am just carving out a brand new way. Here in the spotlight is where I will stay. I do not have the time to go play. Hard work is the price that I must pay. The story that we write is daring and bold, turning the lead into a heavy bar of gold. My icy diamonds are looking very shiny and cold. The future is a vision that I firmly hold. Standing on top of the highest and tallest peak. I do not possess a single bone that's weak. Listen to the truth every time that I speak. Modern fashion makes me look like a stylish freak. Running the marathon at a very steady, quick pace. I'm winning the marathon of the human race. Searching for a planet in the middle of space. I see the victory reflected on my own face. Hear the crowd as they begin to scream, shout. I have erased every single shadow of a doubt. This is what the dream is really all about. Mapping the coordinates of a very successful long route. And so bring a quiet and a peaceful mental flow state. I am the architect of my own personal fate. Serving up the wisdom on a glossy silver plate. Breaking through the lock of the heavy iron gate. Cruising through the center of my favorite neon town. I will never let the pressure ever pull down. Wearing the jewels of a heavy and golden crown. I do not have the energy for a frown. I can feel the electricity inside the midnight air. Moving with the classic and a very cool flair. The diamond in the rough is precious and rare. The world is frozen in a silent begging stare. Driving around in a vast and very expensive car. Setting the standard and raising the very high bar. Look at the distance that I travel so far. My energy is captured inside this glowing neon jar. Working every second on the ticking and loud clock. My foundation is as solid as a mountain rock. I am the legend of the entire city block, giving the system a very heavy and sudden shock. The promises I made are the ones I keep. The water in the ocean is extremely in deep. I do not have the time to ever sleep. Winning this game was never going to be cheap. I am the first one across the finish line. Watch how the jewelry starts to sparkle and shine. Everything is gonna be perfectly and very fine. The entire universe is destined to be truly mine. Waiting for the signal for the race to start. My life is a masterpiece of a visual art. I'm playing a very vital and essential part. Tearing the limits of the entire universe all apart. I am the one who will surely finally modernize. Looking at the world with these very focused eyes. Winning the game is the ultimate and biggest prize. Watch how the phoenix will slowly and truly rise. Finally the spirit is liberated and is totally free. There is so much more for everyone to see. The world is waiting for a person like me. Everything that I was